Just going to do a settling, grounding practice. Just maybe getting yourself comfortable first, but with quite a alert posture. And maybe making sure that if you're sitting up, your feet are touching the ground. And maybe then just setting an intention. We're going to do this practice of settling, grounding. And think about the motivation. Why would we do this practice? Maybe it's about how, by settling, grounding, it can bring us to the present in a non-judgmental way, and how this can make us make better decisions, be more present, and how that could benefit those around us as well. So just bringing your awareness to the breath. You're not wanting to change it, not wanting it to be different, just noticing the breath. And maybe just guiding your awareness down to the belly. Noticing the movement of the belly with the breath. You may even want to just put your hands over the belly. When we relax, the belly will tend to come out as we breathe in and go in as we breathe out. Just noticing the movement of the belly. If your belly's not moving, or maybe moving in that opposite direction, that's okay. Just knowing it's how it is at the moment and just following the motion. If you notice your mind wandering, just coming back to the breath. Be aware of movement of the chest, the ribs expanding, the sternum lifting as you breathe in, and contracting as you move out. And then noticing the movement of the shoulders. Do they maybe rise slightly on the in-breath, drop on the out-breath? And noticing the cool air as it comes down the throat, and the warm air leaving. Just extending that attention up to the nose. Again, noticing the movement of the air. And then just bring your attention to the whole breath. The cool air as it comes to the nose, down and through the throat. As the belly expands and chest expands, maybe shoulders lifting. And the warm air leaving as the belly and chest contract and the shoulders drop. And then just bring your attention either to the whole breath or past the breath at the nose or the belly or chest. And maybe then just slightly lengthening the in and the out breath so they're about the same length as each other. And maybe counting to 3 or 4 on the in breath, 3 or 4 on the out breath. Or saying breathing in, breathing out. I know I'm breathing in, I know I'm breathing out. If you find that regulating the breath or the counting of the words don't work for you, just allow yourself to breathe naturally. And if you find the mind wandering, just keep coming back to the breath and the words or counting. So just lengthening the in and the out breath so they're about the same length as each other. Possibly counting to 3 or 4 on the in breath, 3 or 4 on the out breath, or saying words such as breathing in, breathing out. Oh, I know I'm breathing in, I know I'm breathing out. By doing this, we just give ourselves space for our minds to settle. Maybe the thoughts just slow slightly, space between the thoughts. We're not trying to get rid of thoughts, we're just letting them settle. But sometimes, when we become more aware of the thoughts, it seems like they're speeding up. We're just accepting whatever there. So you're just lengthening the in the out breath just slightly. and possibly counting to 3 or 4 on the in-breath, 3 or 4 on the out-breath, or saying words such as I know I'm breathing in and I know I'm breathing out. And when our minds wander, just coming back to the breath and the words, knowing it's natural for the mind to wander. And our mindfulness is just coming back each time. And then bring your awareness particularly to the out-breath. And just notice how that feels in the body. Maybe there's a slight sense of relaxation as we breathe out. Might be a sense of almost the mind dropping into the body. As the body gives into the ground, maybe the mind can just give into the body. And then just letting go of the regulation of the breath, the counting on the words. Just bring your attention to the body. Maybe just doing a very brief body scan. Take your awareness down to the toes and the sole of the feet. Maybe noticing the connection of the feet to the ground. And the top of the feet, the ankles and the lower legs, the knees and the upper legs. Just becoming aware of all the sensations, not wanting to change them, not wanting them to be different, just being curious, as if you've not experienced these sensations before. Maybe being aware of the legs against the chair, maybe the sensation of air or clothes against the skin, weight of the bones and the muscles. You can be aware of the hips and the pelvis, and sitting on the chair, and the lower back and the middle back and the upper back. If your back's against the chair, maybe just noticing where it touches the chair and where there's space. And your belly, again becoming aware of the movement of the belly with the breath. And the chest, noticing the movement of the chest, maybe the heartbeat. And the fingertips, and the fingers, and the palm of the hand and the back of the hand. The wrists and lower arms, elbows and upper arms, and shoulders. Notice there's tension in the shoulders where we often hold it. And just soften around it with the breath, not trying to push it away or make it different. And the neck, and the face, and the top of the head. And from here, just guide your awareness back down to the lower part of the body. Just becoming aware of the body being held by the ground, noticing the contact of the body with the chair and the feet with the floor. That sense of just the ground holding the body and the gravity. Don't have to do anything, our body's held. We have everything we need to be sitting here, our body breathing itself. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Just connected to the ground and connected to the breath. And in that connection, being connected to the present. When thoughts arise, just letting them go, coming back to the body and breath. And then maybe just for the last couple of minutes, just resting the mind. So we're just going to let the mind rest. Let thoughts come and go, sensations come and go, feelings and emotions just come and go. We find that our mind gets carried away with thinking, as our minds do. Just coming back to the present with a breath. Using the breath as a very gentle anchor. Not with a full attention on it, just a gentle touch. Just a way of staying present. Every time the mind wanders, going back to the breath, coming back to the present.